So for you Berserk fans, we have actually got some new visuals that just came out today about the new anime coming out for the series. Now we have actually a couple character designs for a numerous amount of characters, mainly in the main cast of the series, which I'm happy to talk about, and we're just going to talk about in order of what they've been showing. And the first one is, of course, Guts, there with his prominent and infamous Dragon Slayer with all his throwing knives everywhere, his giant metal arm. I gotta say, for a picture that actually looks kind of cool. You can definitely see from like what they're going for these and all that is definitely like a CGI look on the characters, which is very interesting when we have a look at the next character coming into it. But Guts, you know, he looks like the badass that we know and love and all that. So, you know, I gotta say, you know, Guts and all that, he's looking pretty badass. Next is Puck, which is interesting enough, that's all like in 2D animation, as you can see, like with Puck's design. And for long as I remember, like there was like dancing around on whether his hair was blue or green. I think like the movies did his hair green. I'm not too sure, since like I know like he wasn't in the original anime, but in the compilation movies, I think he was like right at the end of the series that you got to see Puck. So I'm not too sure since I didn't see them. Like, but overall, you know, it's Puck and all that. Like, he's going to be, like, you know, the comedy relief to the series, so I'm really looking for. Now we're going to get into the characters that a lot of people don't actually know about, and that is Isidro. Now, I've got to say, for him, like, this little plucky kid and all that, he's like, look at him, he's there, like, yeah, like that, like, getting into it. Although, you know, like, it's very strange because I'm used, like, since I've been reading the manga actually recently, I'm so used to, like, different names and translations of these characters going through. So I've got to say, you know, Isidro, I'm looking forward to that character a lot. I've seen what, like, you know, kind of like the CGI version of him looks, and then also as well what he looks like in 2D, and I'm like, you know, like, I'm still a little bit mixed on it, but it was like, hey, it was the only, like, version that we were going to get, like, this character. Next comes Serpico, like, the OG Gin, like, I mean, who, like, he was the original person that used to do the slinted eyes, little badass, like, honestly, out of all the characters, I'm very excited for him to, like, come into the series, because, I'm not gonna lie, out of the main cast and all that, I really do like Serpico a lot. I think he's a pretty badass character. I like him there with his sword pulling it back, also with all the green, like, he's got a lot of green highlights around him. I'm definitely, like his design a lot. And I don't think he looks bad in CGI, actually. I think it looks alright for him. And then we're going to get into the last character they're showing off is Farnese. Now, we've seen a lot of like kind of like Farnese in the anime promos, like what she kind of exactly looked like. I think it looks a little bit better now, like when she's in like a full suit of armor. I think like when you kind of have a look at the knights and stuff like that, it kind of looks a little bit good. Although, you know, it's Farnese. Like, I've seen some very interesting changes of her, like, go throughout the manga where I'm at, which is the kind of thing I'm going to talk about as well. Like, you know, the character designs, they look great. I think that for CGI, I'm kind of interested to see, like, this might be one of the only few series that I'm kind of really on board with, like, CGI. Apart from that, is like, I only like CGI in certain parts of the series. Like, Kabaneri did a really good CGI, like, monster in, like, one of the episodes, so I really like that. I'm not really much for watching stuff in CGI, though. However, though, I will have to, like, tell people as well, since obviously that the actual anime itself will be airing on the 1st of July, so pretty much a month, literally a month and a bit, like, that it will take until the anime is coming out. Which is where I'm going to be talking about, like, how it's going to be working on that. Now, I really do want to do the reviews for Berserk. I kind of want to do, I know it's like, a lot of people are probably going to dig the first episode. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do it ongoing or not. Like, I really do want to do it. But I'm also going to let people know as well that I'm reading the manga right now. And the thing with that is that I'm going to know everything that's going to be happening in the episodes. Kind of like in the same format that I do with Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, where I absolutely adore Part 4 and I absolutely think it's the absolute tits and I think it's the best. Same thing with Berserk. I know exactly what's going to be happening there. And even though I know it's a little petty thing to think about it's just like, I don't want the CGI to spoil me as much as, like, you know, I know, like, the CGI is actually alright from what I've seen in parts of it. It's that, like, Miura's art is so fucking beautiful and it's so fucking fantastic, especially some of the panels I've seen, and, like, the Berserker armor, like, even still, and I'm excited to see that in like an animated format. I don't want like the art, and I mean, to let people know where I am in the series, I just saw the Berserker armor, and I know how fucking amazing that art and how amazing that scene is, and like even still, the first time people witnessing that, even still, like, you know, it's going to be great hearing the old cast again. Like, it's going to be great hearing, like, you know, like, all the music and everything. But even still, I have to put my foot down and saying, you know, I will always recommend the manga over the anime at this point, unless they do some really cool scenes. Doesn't take away from what this anime is going to be, and it definitely does not take away from the original anime as well. And I can't say anything about the compilation movies, but, you know, they all have, like, a special place in a lot of, like, Berserk fans' hearts. And I hope that this really, like, you know, I hope this one gets a lot of fans into Berserk, both in the West and in the East. I really do want this to do well. And I hope by the time I catch up that, you know, maybe Miura might come back from this break. Obviously, I don't think that's going to be any time soon, since, like, he's probably going to, I think he's supervising over this show. So, we'll honestly have to wait and see. It's like the same thing that he did with the movies as well, that he, like, stayed and supervised on the movies and did a lot of sketches to that. Well, obviously have to wait and see, but I'm looking forward to this a lot, and I definitely wanted to give you guys these updates on the characters themselves for Berserk. For me, though, so let me know what you guys think about that. What do you think about the designs? Personally, I think the ones that kind of got out of it the best, like, when we see the designs, I think, like, Serpico, and I think, like, Guts, and, like, maybe, like, Isidro, like, came out of it alright. Well, honestly, again, I'm curious to see, like, more of the characters on there, but, like, there's definitely going to be some questionable things, I think, when we look at the actual anime, and just, like, it only hit me, like, wow, we're, like, only a month away from Berserk coming out, and I'm like, wow, I'm really, like, amazed with that. It's like, it feels like we've waited for so long for it, but it's like, you know, I'm really happy to talk about it. But let me know you guys in the comment section down below. You excited about the Berserk anime? Like, I'm still a little bit bummed out about the CGI stuff. Like I said, I've kind of pushed that a little bit away from me. But when the anime starts airing and I do some of those episodes, I won't be like, oh, you know, I hadn't seen this before, because, you know, I've read the manga and I'll probably catch up to it. And who knows, maybe I might do, like, a whole big video talking about Berserk and, you know, like, catch up with it. But other than that, it's amazing. Like, Berserk is it's fantastic. It's been an absolute treat reading it. And if anyone's seen my tweets, then they know how much I've been marking out at some of the stuff in Berserk. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you and you Berserk fans next time.